Mark and Paulette here, the two travelers in Mexico, trying to find a comfortable place to sit. And today, what are we going to talk about, honey?
We're going to talk about our vacation that we've done for my birthday. And it was up to me to go ahead and decide where I wanted to go. So we're just going to give you a little layout, and then we'll do videos, of course, on these places.
Later on.
Yeah.
And other videos.
Yeah. But we took the bus to Pachuca, which is in the state of Hidalgo. And we met some friends for 2 nights. Yeah, 2 nights? Yeah, 2 nights. We were there for 3 in an area called Huasca de Ocampo. And it's up in the foothills, about an hour out, 50 minutes to an hour, but there's a lot of construction, so probably closer to maybe the hour.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then we stayed at a place for 3 nights. Then we went to another place for 1 night, same area, Huasteca de Ocampo. And then we came down and we stayed in Pachuca for 3 days. And then from there, we took another trip up in the foothills again, but a different direction for, let's see, that was just 2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
Yeah. And
then we came back down to Pachuca, and now we're in our last destination for 2 nights, which is, do we want to tell them the name of the area?
Well, first I was going to say, what you did mention is we went to Tolantongo.
Oh, well, when I said the foothills, yeah. Tolantongo, which Mark and I kind of looked into back in 2018 when we were in Mexico visiting. Yeah. And that's when we decided that we wanted to live here. But that was a really cool looking place. So, since it's my birthday, I decided that that's what I wanted to do. Yeah. And so we've been gone for, I think, 10, 11 days, something like that. And then the last place that we're in, now get this is really hard to give directions because it's known as 3 different names. Real del Mineral, or it's known as, oh my gosh, it's 2 other names that it goes by. Mineral del Monte or Real de Monte. Yeah. So that's pretty confusing right there, right? So one taxi driver just kind of walked away from
Well, he drove away. In fact, he put it in gear and got out of there as fast as he could, to be honest.
The other one, some pedestrian that spoke English, because we were telling him, but maybe we weren't saying it right. I don't know. I don't get it sometimes. So anyhow, so the taxi driver quoted us a price of 240 pesos to come here. It said it was about a half hour away. And then when we finally got here, he told us it was 300 pesos. Yeah. And we said no, and he says, well, it's further. And I said, I showed you the specific address. I showed it to you before we got in your taxi. You told me the price. You looked at it. Yeah. That's what you get.
And even then, he still dropped us off a mile away from our address.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You know, that's the thing about, I use bookings.com a lot. That's the thing about bookings.com is you don't know if you're like going up a hill, you're pushing your luggage on its wheels on cobblestone for a mile. I mean, it said it was a 10 minute to our destination walking. It was not 10 minutes.
Google Maps lied to us.
It lied to us, yeah.
On your birthday, no less, too.
I know. How rude is that?
Yeah.
So, anyhow, it was, I would say, close to a half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get to our destination. And the last part to get to this destination was uphill. I had to stop like 3 or 4 times. I'm not kidding you. Doesn't tell you that. I read all the reviews. They never said anything.
Yeah.
Just gave it great reviews, comfortable bed, wonderful host, all that stuff, but nothing on the destination.
Right.
So anyhow, we'll do more videos later, right? Is there anything you want to say? I've been talking.
I wanted to say that it seemed like in Hidalgo, more places only take cash than in any other Mexican state that we've been into.
Yeah.
And we've also found that it's very important to check the receipts because they will try to add a little bit on.
I don't know if they try, but I've caught a couple of things that were off a little bit and I called them on it. We'll talk about that in one of the videos later.
And they adjusted it, but I just, my thing was I wanted to say that when you come to Hidalgo, a lot of the places don't take a credit card.
No, they don't.
You just have to be prepared to bring a lot more cash.
Lots of cash, or go to the ATM a lot.
Than you would normally bring.
Yeah, which I was really surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew the first two places we were staying at was like that, but it just seems like that cash is for everything here.
Yeah.
And no receipts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
another thing, no receipts, which is a real bummer for your tax write-offs for our YouTube channel. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
So that's really what
we're honest on it. You know, it's just I don't have receipts because they won't give me receipts.
Yeah.
I say, is that for me? Can I keep the receipt? Oh no, that's for us.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the situation. So anyhow, coming from you today, from one of those three names, whatever you want to call it, Rio del Mineral. We were told to check it out. So we're here on my birthday.
Woo-hoo.
So how many times do you get to turn 64?
Just once. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me?
When I'm 64. Bye, guys.
Bye.